Hello everyone. This is my third video on how to compute or how to calculate first of a variable. Okay, I have already shared my two videos regarding this topic, and in those video I have solved some simple questions. Okay, and this is third example of how to find out first of a variable in compiler design. Okay, so see how to solve this question. Suppose suppose this question has been given to you. Okay, this question has been given to you and you have been asked to find out first of all variables given in this grammar. Okay, so as in my previous video I have told you, start calculating first of a variable from downside to upward. Okay, because in downside we have already given directly strings, so we can easily find out first of variables present at downside. Okay, so we will start with D. Okay, we'll start with D. So what would be first of D? First of D would be, because D is driving two string, one is D itself, small d, and second epsilon, and in this string D itself first terminal, so add it here. Second epsilon, if epsilon has been given directly you can add it, epsilon. This would be first of D. Second, we have already done with D. Now capital C. So what would be first of capital C? First of capital C, again you need to follow same approach. Here only string that can be derived by capital C is small c. Okay, so this would be first terminal in this string C. So write down here C. Okay, now B. What would be first of B? First of B it would be, because here we have two string, small b and epsilon, and in small b itself is a first terminal, so add it, small b and epsilon. Okay, we have done with B. Now what would be first of A? First of A, it is very simple. Here we have two string, small a and epsilon, and small a itself is first terminal, so add it here, small a and epsilon. Okay, now you need to find out first of S. So in order to find out first of S, you need to find out first of this term AB, then first of this term CD. Okay, so see how to do it. Okay, I'm using this section. First of all, we will try to find out how many string can be derived by this term AB. Okay, so S can drive AB, A and B. Okay, now try to find out how many string we can drive using AB. So we have A here and B here. Okay, at place of A, what we can use, look at here, at place of A we can use small a. Okay, so write down here small a. Okay, and at place of B we can use what? B, so write down here B. Okay, so one string we can get AB. In A, what is in string AB, what is first terminal? A, so add here first of S equal small a. Okay, now try to find out, can we drive another string? So we have AB. Okay, at place of A we can now put epsilon. Okay, epsilon, and at place of B we can put what? B, so write down here B. And you know epsilon concatenation B, that is equal to B. Okay, So in this string, what is first terminal? B. Add here B. Okay. Now try to find out more string that can be derived using AB. So we need to erase this portion. Okay. Now S can derive A comma B, sorry, AB, not A comma B. Okay. Now check for more string A, B. A can derive epsilon. Look at here. A can derive epsilon, and this B can also derive epsilon, this epsilon. Okay, you need to take odd terminals, that is first of variable, in order to find out how many string can be derived by AB. Okay, so epsilon concatenation epsilon, that is equal to epsilon. So add here epsilon. Okay, now can we derive more string? So check. Okay, we have taken odd terminals in first of A and first of B in order to find out how many string can be derived by AB. Okay, so we have seen using AB we can derive string AB, we can derive string B, and we can derive string epsilon. Okay, here first terminal is A, we have already included. Here first terminal is B, we have already included, and epsilon we have already included. Okay, now you need to find out how many string can be derived using CD, and you need to add all first terminal in those string here. Okay, so we will check here. Okay, take term CD. Okay, so at place of C, what we can write down? C, small c. Okay, and at place of D, we can write down what? Small d. So one combination is this, second combination C, D. At place of C we can write down what? C, and at place of D we can write down epsilon. Sorry, we can write down here C, and we can write down here epsilon. So in a string CD, what is first terminal? Small c. Add here small c. Okay, in a string C concatenation epsilon, that would be equal to small c. Okay, and a small c we have already included here, so you don't need to add it again. Okay, now can we derive more string using CD? No, we cannot derive more string now, because C is not driving epsilon here. Look at, so whatever string CD will drive, it will always start with C. So ultimately this would be first of S. Okay, this is a generalized method. In upcoming videos I will share with you formula based method, so that without checking for every terminal to put there and find out what string can be derived using any variable, you might get confused. It is good for if you are having a small grammar. If you are having bigger grammar, you need to follow some certain formula. In an upcoming video I will share some certain formulas using which you can directly find out first of any variable without getting confused, or without worrying about if you have missed any character to find out any string, okay, that can be derived using any variable. Okay, because in this method what can happen, if you have been given bigger grammar, you need to manually check for each alternative that can derive some string. Okay, but if you have any certain formula, you can just use directly formula, you can derive all those first of any variable. Okay, so thank you everyone. In upcoming